welcome inside the Breslin Center on the campus of Michigan State University for another edition of State Champs at the State Finals. This is the 21-22 boys basketball show. My name is Lauren Plant. I am joined by my Hang Time Michigan co-host TJ Kelly. This program is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Recruit yourself at l2athletics.com. All right, for the first time in 2 years, we had huge crowds. I know you can't hear it now, but trust me, they're here. We had 8 teams come in. We had 4 teams leave as state champions. Coming up a little bit later, BCAM's Dan Young is going to join me in studio where we've got a big announcement. There is big news coming to the basketball season next year, as you'll find out what that news is coming up in just a bit. TJ and I are here to tell you how each team got into the championship game, and let's begin in Division 4. In the semifinals, my predictions aside, maybe I was the kiss of death to Genesee Christian. I'm sorry, guys. However, Trout Creek hadn't been in the Final Four since the 49ers won the Super Bowl at the Pontiac Silverdome. They beat Lake Leelanau St. Mary. Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian, on the other hand, 4th trip to the semifinals in 7 years, won their last title in 2011. They disposed of Genesee Christian. TJ, what were your impression of each team as we went into the state championship?
Wow, you look at Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian, such a storied history. Mark Keeler, this is his 10th trip to the Breslin Center. So he'll have an opportunity to win his 5th title, wind up 500. He's already in the Hall of Fame, and we'll see if that happens with Brady Titus, the best player in Division 4.
This was an instant classic.
You've got the whole community behind you. You've got the whole UP behind you. You've got friends and family and alums behind you. But today, let's not actually play this for them, right? We're gonna play this for us. We're gonna play this for us, and then they're gonna enjoy the product that we bring off of that. How do we do it? Hard work. Hard work. 1, 2, 3. Hard work!
Listen to me. See how close these fingers are together? This is how close we are to winning the state championship. This is not about fear. This is not about losing. This is all about I want to win. You understand that?
Let's go.
This is all about you wanting this bad enough. Everybody has to want it. Yep. All right?
Let's go.
Let's go.
There's that 3, family at 6. 1, 2, 3. Family. 6. Family.
Tri-Unity led 16-11 after the first quarter until the Panthers opened the second on an 11-1 run. ETC went into halftime leading 30-23.
We've won absolutely nothing. But what we did is we answered the bell of a state championship situation, okay? And that's big, that's big. Now let's go be those tough kids from the UP that got the chip on their shoulder with our 67 student high school, and let's go take this thing. Hard work. 1, 2, 3. Hard work!
We had a back and forth second half, and at the end of regulation, we were tied at 43. To overtime we go, where Tri-Unity Christian was led all season by the Indiana Tech-bound Brady Titus. He had a game-high 33 points. The defenders outscored Trout Creek 13-2 in the extra session. Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian takes it. They win 56-45, first state title in 11 years.
Fresh off the championship win here, Brady Titus, a senior at Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian. Congratulations, 33 points, 4 assists. What did you do in the second half and overtime, which was different than the first half?
I calmed down. A lot of people, the whole gym could really tell that I was not my typical self. A little rowdy, all over the place. I had a lot of emotions. So coming out of the second half, I just told myself, calm down. Trust your teammates, trust your coaches, trust everyone that is there with you now, and just go be you.
5 championships, 4 different decades. Do you see a fifth? Do you see a 5th decade?
Well, I don't think I'm going to go there, TJ. I don't know. I know this. I'm having fun, and as long as it keeps being a fun time for me, I'm going to keep coaching. So people always keep asking me when I'm going to retire, and I go, why did they ask me that?
Right. Without a doubt.
Congratulations to the defenders, Brady Titus as advertised.
33 points, 4 assists, and he gets to go home a champion. Great job by him.
Absolutely. We move to Division 1. There's that magic year again. 1982 was the answer to the trivia question about the last time Trout Creek was here. Same is true for Warren De La Salle. Coach Jokai prophetically told his team at the beginning of the season, even a 13-7 record would be good enough for a team to have a shot at going to the Breslin. Fourth in the Catholic League with a 13-7 record. That's exactly what they did. Here they are. They defeated a very good Grand Rapids Northview team and would be facing the defending champ. A Grand Blanc Bobcat team returning without last year's superstar who went to Illinois for his senior year, Ty Rogers. But that didn't matter. They beat a Cinderella Belleville team in the semis. The stage was set for a D1 battle. TJ, you knew going in this was going to be a great matchup.
Well, Mike Thomas is one of the best coaches in the state. His resume says that. John Jokai, this is his second time here with the Pilots after returning last year. It's going to be a fantastic battle, and whoever winds up winning, they will definitely deserve it.
Strap in.
Hey, look, body language means a lot, right? Sir. They're just happy to be here. They smile and everything. Let's wipe that off their face right now, all right? Let's get focused from beginning to end, all right? They do not belong on the court with us. Let's take care of business. Remember yesterday, win every matchup, trust each other, play hella defense. We get out there defensively. I don't think they've seen a defensive team like us before, all right? Let's get after them, man. And then when we come in here, we're going to be back-to-back. Back-to-back what?
State champions. 2021-22 Division I men's basketball state champs.
That's what I'm talking about. Bobcats on 3, gotta get on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Bobcats!
4, 5, 6.
De La Salle led 27-24 at the break, but Grand Blanc with a 14-4 surge to start the second half, due in large part to the play of R.J. Taylor. Bobcats snatched a 38-31 lead midway through the third. However, the Pilots regained a 42-40 lead into the fourth. 3 players finished in double figures: Nino Smith, Tristan Nichols, and Tamario Adley put it in the books. Warren De La Salle wins its first basketball state title, 67-58, the final.
TJ Kelly here with state champs and newly crowned Division I state champion Tristan Nichols, just a junior. You won a state championship on the football field, and now here you are with basketball. You probably hit one of the biggest shots in De La Salle history in the quarterfinals at Callahan Hall with a wonderful putback, or maybe it was just an assist from Caleb Reese. Assist from Caleb Reese to wind up putting you here in the Breslin Center. Can you talk about your run over, since late August when you started with the football team and now you're here?
This is actually crazy, I just love my school, my team, the coaches. They help me do everything. If it wasn't for that school, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. They made me into the man I am today, and I love them, the alumni. I have so much respect for them. Those are my brothers too, my family.
What are some of the things that, this season has prepared for, this moments right now?
Yeah, obviously the adversity, the tough battles, the chess matches all season long gave us the belief that we knew what we could do. It also gave us a roadmap to stay away from and not get in trouble in. And I thought a lot of the mistakes that might have haunted us in some tough games early, we were able to stay away from those today and get the job done. So you learn from wins, you learn from losses, and these kids learned a lot this year.
Pilots, football state champs, basketball state champs. What a program. And for Coach Jokai and his crew, this was well-deserved.
Hey, much in the identity of Coach Jokai, just a lot of balance, a lot of guys paying attention to detail. At the end of the day, they get to raise the trophy.
All right, let's check out what happened in Division III. Both TJ and I had predicted Flint Beecher would do what they do, earn some rings. Whoops. Schoolcraft had something to say about that. They advanced to their first state title since 2011. Then there was Menominee. They took an E-Course team that was battle-tested with big wins, and despite their record, but it was UP Power. And talk about an extended absence, 1967, the last time the Maroons competed for a basketball crown. Now, admittedly, I had no idea what was going to take place as Schoolcraft took on Menominee. Do you?
I was the one that was going like this. Oh, wow, was I wrong? But hats off to Schoolcraft and Menominee, obviously two teams that I didn't think were going to be here, but hats off to them. At the end of the day, I think that Eagles from Schoolcraft are going to wind up pulling this one off. Randy Small will win his second state title.
We shall see.
Anybody nervous?
No.
I was thinking about this today. I mean, I've been nervous for every game so far, starting with Manstique, nervous for every single one. I've gotten less and less nervous every game that went on because I trust in you guys. I believe in you guys. Everything that we've done, I believe in our coaching staff, all the work that we've put in this season, even before the season and the off season. So we're well prepared for this moment. You guys deserve this. Go and have a little bit of fun today.
Let's go! Let's go! Hands up, three! 1, 2, 3, boots! Let's go!
What time it is, gentlemen?
Game time! Let's go!
D it up. 1, 2, 3.
Come on now!
Eagles flew out of the gate and led 31-20 at halftime, extended the lead by the Risky brothers, Shane and Ty, who both had 15 points. The junior Eli DeVisser also chipped in 14. Schoolcraft wins its second state title in school history, 59-49.
TJ Kelly here with State Champs and Tyler DeGroot with Schoolcraft. Let me know how this, and all the fans, let me know how this victory feels for you. Obviously, you know, you've had a trip here before, but to actually be at the podium and be awarded the state championship.
It's amazing. I mean, it's feeling like none other. Being here last year and going undefeated 2 years ago, it's just something that you can brush off your shoulder finally. I mean, just last year in the semifinals, I had a broken wrist. I played the entire game with a broken wrist. It was a quarterfinal that I broke my wrist, and that just kind of motivated me to push harder in this game and finally win a state championship for our community.
Second-time champion here at Schoolcraft. What does this victory mean for you versus 10 years ago?
Well, I don't know if I think it means as much. First of all, we were able, in 2009 we lost. A lot of coaches, never get here. So I'm blessed for that. And then you think you had your chance, you didn't win it, and then you win it. And then you think that's the last time again. So to come back here to have that opportunity, we are grateful. I'm very grateful because, like I said, there's a lot of good teams, a lot of good coaches that never get here. So I got to be very grateful and thankful for that.
So congratulations, Schoolcraft. It was another UP team last year in Iron Mountain that they could not defeat in the semifinals. This year, they get it done. They beat Menominee. Well done.
Well done, well done. I think Randy Small, the head coach for Schoolcraft, just came that much closer to becoming a Hall of Fame coach.
Let's get into Division II. State Champs was one of the only media outlets who had Williamston #1 for most of the season. Who do we have at #2 throughout? Grand Rapids Catholic Central. They were the defending champs. In the semifinals, GRCC too much for Ferndale. The Mr. Basketball finalist, Jack Karazinski, made sure of that to the tune of 34 points. For Williamston, it's been 82 years since they won a title. And TJ, this was the matchup we all wanted.
And this is what we've been waiting for, exactly what you're saying. One loss in between the two teams. You've got Williamston, who's undefeated. You've got Grand Rapids Catholic Central, the defending state champions, with only one loss. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Let's see how it turned out.
Let's go.
Hey! 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go! 32 minutes. Let's go!
Williamston started hot from the outside in the first half and went into the locker room leading 36-28. Hornets led by as many as 16, 53-37 in the third quarter. Seniors Mason Docks and Max Burton brought their A game, finishing with 27 and 23 points each. But the Cougars mounted a comeback. Junior guard Caden Brown leading all scorers with a game-high 33 points. Regulation not enough to crown a victor, as this one needed overtime, tied at 61. Williamston led 68-65 with 1 second left. The Cougars' Brown had a chance to tie it, but no good. Williamston hangs on to win a thriller 68-65, first state title in 82 years.
TJ Kelly, state champs, and here with the new champion of Williamston, Tom Lewis. Congratulations on getting over the hump. I know it's been a long time coming. You've had some really strong teams and, just haven't been able to get over that hurdle, whether it be in regionals, districts, or quarterfinals. But now you're here with an undefeated team. You get to hold a big trophy. What is all the, if you can culminate the last 6 or 7 years, what has that meant for you to win this championship?
Yeah, we were here six years ago, and I think that team, skipped some steps to get here. And every team since then has written on their goal card to get back to Breslin or, you know, whatever. So they changed, that team changed the mindset with Riley, you know what I mean? But this year, it wasn't get back to Breslin. It was 13 out of 13, win a state championship. Like, that was our goal. We weren't afraid to talk about it. We knew we'd have to go through these guys. So I watched them all year, visualized it, you know, those moments, and we kind of built ourselves and built our playbook for that. And those guys took 32 minutes at a time every game, and they just kept their head down with everything. And their focus was amazing, so it didn't surprise me when we kind of had to refocus our mindset late when they made the multiple runs, that they were able to handle that and get it done.
All right, TJ, congratulations to the Hornets. They exorcised the demon. Coach was saying they were staring at that picture from 82 years ago, and the fact that they were able to win this game in the fashion, the fact it went overtime, this was fitting. Number 1 versus number 2. You play this game 10 times, you might have a different result 10 times. But congratulations, Williams.
Hey, we wouldn't want to have it any other way. Mason Docks, senior point guard, headed to UMBC, stepped up in major ways, scored 27 points, had 4 or 5 assists to go along with it. And, hey, that's what senior leadership is all about.
All right, thank you, TJ. Once again, congratulations to all of our brand new state champions. We had an incredible tournament, great weekend at the Breslin Center, and it played out wonderfully. I'm joined now by BCAM's own Executive Director, Dan Young. Dan, first off, welcome. It was great to be partners again, to do this thing again. We got to celebrate coaches and BCAM all season long.
It was great. You know, the best thing for BCAM and our membership is to get our membership out in front of people, the public, your show. Yeah. And it's from all parts of the state. Regional directors we leaned on a lot, as well as our board. And it was great, and we'll continue.
Yeah, it was wonderful, and we got a chance to, you know, really give equal time to the girls' coaches and everything that they do. And so it was really terrific having our 2 hang time shows, both on State Champs and our brand new State Champs W franchise and all of that. So,
good stuff.
Yeah, so welcome back. First off, you know, one of the big reasons we wanted to get together again was to promote one team. One team is something that, you know, is very close to your heart. You guys really were passionate about it, and really was just something that, you know, can reinforce the spirit of unity between teams.
Yeah, our board meets 3 times a year, and in our July summer board meeting, it came through that we wanted to promote what the sport is all about and the positives. And so we came up with one team and unity, BCAM unity we call it.
Yeah.
And we're just going to continue, not just this year, but going forward with, we're going to compete and try to beat each other's brains out, but then we're also going to respect one another. And I mean, you found examples of schools that had situations and were huddling up either before or after. And also what we're going through with the pandemic and the stresses that our families are on. And we wanted to promote what is good about our sport. And we will continue to do that. And going forward with one team, meaning that we're supporting one another because we're all here for what? The kids.
Yeah.
To develop and help the kids grow.
Absolutely, and so many of them play together in other levels,
Sure.
you know, and, you know, again, they are friends in a lot of cases. And, you know, on the court, when you're playing for your school, you're representing, and you're going to go at each other as hard as you can. But there are things they can do, and we noticed there were times where they had meals together or things of that nature that, again, is just for the greater good.
And maybe next year, you know, we're thinking maybe we have an event where we have multiple games, and we really try to facilitate with the coaches and help the coaches have a good example for our student athletes.
Just know that we're always working behind the scenes about what's next, future things that we can do that are just great for the game of basketball here in the state of Michigan. So we'll let you know when anything develops on some of those fronts. But there is news, and I teased it at the top of the show. I said, I'm not sure because we filmed at the Breslin Center, where at the time, as of that Saturday of the state finals, we did not know if this news was going to be official yet. It is official, and why don't we talk about that right now? What's the big news and the big win for everyone as far as the state of basketball here in the state of Michigan?
So it's been on BCAM's board minutes agenda since 2014. And our stance has been, and we did a major survey with 2,100 coaches responding this summer on a multitude of different topics, but 22 games is a go for next year at all levels. We just wanted to be on par with all the states around us and wanted to be competitive. And we're very competitive in our state, and we were the lowest in all of the area, kind of the Big Ten country, the region, that part of the region. We were the lowest for the regular season, so we're really excited. It's been a lot of hard work, and we want to thank the MHSAA for listening to us coaches, and we're excited. 22 games next season.
It's going to be fantastic. It really is. It's going to be fantastic. And the coaches are now going to have an opportunity, because some are really pinned down to how many games they have to play within their conference and things of that nature.
Gives you some flexibility.
Gives them some flexibility.
Forward.
Exactly. Maybe get a chance to have some matchups against teams that they would normally never play.
It's a win. It's a win for our kids. It's been a long time coming, and we're really excited about this announcement that's just happening right now.
Exactly. It's just going to be more basketball, an opportunity for kids to get better and coaches to make kids better. One of the things, we did a straw poll all season long during our interviews with the coaches and our BCAM sponsored segments on Hang Time, both shows. But we were definitely on the boys' side of things. We were focusing on what was the attitude about a shot clock. Now, from our perspective, the majority of the coaches, vast majority we talked to, said they would love to see a shot clock. Now, one of your survey items was to have it in trial form. And that has taken place. So
in our survey, 71.3% of coaches favored having a shot clock. When you look at the MHSAA's survey to the athletic directors, 27% are in favor. So it's
some more work.
It's going to be some more work to do. So what we asked the MHSAA is, could we do some trials, which we did this past season, non-conference games. We had 5 events. We had 2 girls events and 3 guys events. And we're looking to do the same next year. And so we can gather some data. And what we found out was at the college and NBA level, it's more complicated in offensive rebounding and going back to a certain number. The rules we were given from the National Federation, the MHSAA, they're pretty basic. And so from an athletic director's standpoint, when you're going to bring somebody to the table to run that, everything goes to resets to 35 seconds except for a kickball under 15 seconds. That's it. It's that simple. So in going through those surveys, we learned that this is not that complicated. If you can hit a reset button and work with the officials, it's not as complicated as you would think. Then it's about getting the equipment in all the schools. And we're going to continue to work on trials and see where it goes. I mean, when you have, in our position with BCAM, my position at BCAM, we do surveys, our coaches answer questions, and then based on the majority with 22 games, with shot clock, with seeding the entire district, with travel, if we take it back to the MHSAA, and that's our job to do that, and we will continue to promote what our coaches want.
Yeah, and the great news is the MHSAA has been more open.
No question.
Have been great
for sure
partners in trying to move these things along.
Great communication, back and forth, transparent the entire time, and that's Mark Ewell and Will McCoy and for sure. excited for the future.
That's right. We are making progress. And so anyway, 22 games, that's the big news, and we're super excited. How it can always grow. One of the reasons we do this is we want to further bring more coaches into the BCAM family. How is the health of membership these days?
So we are the #1 association as far as numbers for the 10th consecutive year. And that's a credit to Amy Heidenberg in our office. She hustles and bustles. And then our regional directors and board of directors and our executive board push it hard, because we want the more coaches we have involved, not only head coaches, but your JV, your freshmen, your 7th and 8th grade coaches. And we include college coaches, which has been big with June recruiting, to have college coaches on our board to help us with recruiting in the Division I, Division II level in the summertime, at all levels really. But 5,570 members through a pandemic is phenomenal, and it's going to continue to grow. We'll get to 6,000, I'm sure, but 10 years running, and we're keeping track. And we're going to continue to roll, and it's because we're putting out a good product, and we're working hard for our membership, and we're always trying to improve and get better. And so that's it's a credit to our entire staff.
All right, I feel like we've been updated, and that is awesome. As we kind of wrap up here, basketball season does not end at the Breslin Center. Of course, a lot of AAU will be cranked up here, and a lot of other events, BCAM-related events that will take place over the summer. What's up?
So we've got our Michigan Reaching Higher girls event will be July 13th. That's an individual event. Top 100 girls will be invited to that event. Next year, 23. The word is, not for sure, the word is that girls could be coming to June as well. Stay tuned. The guys has been pushed to June, and they have 2 weekends in the Division I recruiting window. One weekend will be our Reaching Higher event at Grand Valley State, June 18th and 19th. That committee is meeting this week to pick their players. Girls are going to be meeting in mid-April to pick their players. And then first time we're going to join the state of Ohio for the last weekend of the Division I recruiting period, and it's called Midwest Live. It's going to be at Cedar Point, and 50 Michigan schools will be invited from our committee, and then Ohio will bring them in. And that's more of a regional event that the National High School Basketball Coaches Association has been pushing to the National Fed and the NCAA, that we have in-state events, and we also have regional events. So the coaches, it doesn't get too spread out, and the coaches can see the best players. So we're really excited. We're already on that. I mean, when the state finals ended, we were already discussing with our chair people on getting that going. So exciting. It's going to be great. Our kids are going to get a chance to have opportunities to play at the next level, and we're going to give them every opportunity to do so.
I love that. The transfer portal has kind of changed everything.
It has.
We've seen more unsigned seniors, top seniors, than we kind of ever have. So we just kind of need to switch the pendulum back to where we've got more events, where more eyeballs can see this good playing. And I love, working with other states to maximize those opportunities.
No question. Yeah, it's going to be really good. And with the transfer portal, I think that stuff will settle down over time. People are still going to be transferring. But the high school, through the pandemic and the extra year with the COVID, and then on top of the transfer, it's been difficult for the high school player. But hang in there. If a school likes you, don't wait around. And if you like them, don't wait around, because you could have a good marriage and you don't even know it.
There you go. Absolutely.
Okay.
Dan, thank you so much, and thank you guys for watching. This has been another edition of State Champs at the State Finals. And once again, congratulations to all the teams, our brand new state champions. We had some great events, and we had a great season, and we can't wait to do it again next year.
State Champs at the State Finals is presented by Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Detroit Medical Center Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Pros. Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. Goodman Acker Law Firm. Our clients come to us during one of the most difficult periods of their life. After an accident or injury, call Goodman Acker today at 1-800-TRUSTED. EA Graphics. Get your official MHSAA championship merchandise at shopmhsaa.com. The Grand Rapids Gold. The Grand Rapids NBA G League team has single game tickets now available. Order tickets today and use the discount code CHAMPS to receive 20% off all orders. And the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. BCAM has launched the One Team campaign, celebrating the great game by promoting unity among teams, coaches, and communities. Find out more at bcam.org.